Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to LaSalle University's Hank DeVincent Field for the 1995 Catholic League Baseball Championship game. It'll be the Pirates of St. John Neumann against the Falcons of North Catholic. Neumann will be the visiting team in the gray uniforms with the black and orange trim. North Catholic in the familiar white with the red pinstripes. This time we'll give you the starting lineups for both teams as the umpires discuss the ground rules with Neumann coach Bob Santor and North coach Pete Mataloni. For Neumann, leading off is the left fielder Jason Guerrera. The shortstop Chris Ciavato bats second. Lou Marchetti, the catcher, is third. Doug Rubino, the third baseman, batting fourth. Batting fifth, the right fielder Tom Anastasi. Batting sixth, the first baseman Richie White. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Rocky DeMayo. Batting eighth, the pitcher, T.J. Gormley. And batting ninth, the second baseman, Joe Fritz. For the Falcons, leading off is the center fielder, Pat Morris. He'll be followed in order by left fielder, Ryan Andrews. Pitcher, Chris Heck. Third baseman, Mark Duffy. First baseman, Kevin Shaholski. Right fielder, Brad Clark. Shortstop, Pat Murphy. The catcher, Pat Manning. And the second baseman, Joe Dugan. Once again, the 1995 Catholic League Baseball Championship game, LaSalle University, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the ball game.
And in his 12th season as head coach, Bob Santor. Now we're going to have national anthem. And if you will, and remove your hats and have your utmost silence, if you will, as we have our national anthem. We'll preside over the awarding of two awards. First, the John Mooney Award.
The John Mooney Award is given to the most outstanding player in the Southern Division. The award is presented by John Mooney, and it is given to Doug Rubino of St. John Neumann.
To the Northern Division Most Valuable Player, Larry currently coaching Community College in Philadelphia, formerly coach at North Catholic for 15 years with a 275, 146 record, co-founder of the now popular Carpenter Cup and director of it, and he will present the Northern Division Most Valuable Player, Larry County Award, to Northeast Catholic's Chris Heck. A reminder on the scoreboard, North Catholic will be
Back ready almost for the start of the ball game. We'll set North's defense. The left fielder is Ryan Andrews. Center fielder, Pat Morris. In right field is Brad Clark. The first baseman, Kevin Shaholski. Second baseman, Joe Dugan. The shortstop, Pat Murphy. And the third baseman, Mark Duffy. Catching for North is Pat Manning. And on the mound, senior left-hander from Chris Heck. Senior left-hander Chris Heck, 26th round draft choice of the Pittsburgh Pirates. At the moment, headed for St. Joe's on a scholarship, also plays first base when he's not pitching. We'll also like to set the umpires at this time. At home plate, we have Tom Scartozzi. And around the bases at first is Jim Ritchie. Second base, Bruce Martin. And at third, Pete DeUlius. Leading off for Neumann is the junior left fielder, number 21, Jason Guerrera. Chris Heck. The first pitch, fastball at the letters for a strike. Heck was the starter for North in the semifinal round last Saturday as the Falcons defeated Roman. However, he threw 154 pitches, so he'll have to be watched closely. 0-2 to Guerrera. Line to right and carrying, twisting. Clark is not going to get it, and neither will the fence stop it. Up and over for a ground rule double. Jason Guerrera starts things off for the Buccos.
Let's go! Now batting the shortstop, number 4, Chris Giovanno.
Lefty to lefty now. The shortstop, a senior, Chris Giovanno. Heck, up and in, ball 1. He had a problem with his striding in the Saturday game. Walked 9. Each team only had to win once to get here. They won the regular season. North in the Northern Division, Neumann in the South. Got a bye to the semifinals. 2-0. Strike called, top of the strike zone. 2-1, Giovanno. Pesky hitter. He'll be looking to pull the ball here to get Guerrera over to third base. Instead, he dumps it into left field. And Ryan Andrews quickly makes the catch. They were playing him shallow there. 1 down. Catcher Lou Marchetti, a senior. Transfer from Penn Charter. Right-handed batter, as you see, in the 3-hole. Strike call. Marchetti will be followed by Doug Rubino. Chopped to Murphy at short. Guerrera moves up to third. Marchetti retired. 2 down now. Doug Rubino now. Breaking pitch is up. Ball 1. 2 outs, man on third. Rubino was the starting and winning pitcher, went the distance for Neumann in the semifinals. That's downstairs, cut on by Rubino.
I'm good, Tom. I'm good.
Rubino pitched a 4-hitter as Neumann beat Ryan 5-4. Breaking pitch again, a curveball. Fouled off. The 1-2. Good heat. Waste pitch. 2-2. Thought about swinging, but holds. Full count now. Doug Rubino trying to get the runner in from third, Jason Guerrera. Top of the first. To Duffy at third. Up and over. That'll retire the side. So Neumann with the leadoff double by Jason. Bottom of the first. And we're set to go with Pat Morris leading things off for the Falcons. Catcher Lou Marchetti down into his crouch. And on the mound, senior right-hander is T.J. Gormley. Number 34. First pitch. A little bit low. Ball 1. Gormley missed almost the entire season with an injury. Got back just in time for the end of the league play. Only his second start of the year. Strike called, 1-1. Neumann coach Bob Santor indicated Gormley probably would have been his #1 pitcher had he been healthy all year. Off speed, Morris swinging fastball. 1-2. Morris will be followed by Ryan Andrews and Chris Heck. Shortstop, Ciamato. Whoa! Threw it way high. Landed in the press area. So that's an E6 to get things started for North. Pat Morris into second base. Before we get to the next batter, we'll set the defense for you. In left field is Jason Guerrera. The center fielder is Rocky DeMeo. And in right, Tom Anastasi. And we'll try to get the rest later on as Ryan Andrews steps in. So both teams get their leadoff runner to second base, one on a double, another on an error. Ryan Andrews bunting, foul. All right, now we'll try to get the rest of the defense. At first base is Richie White. The second baseman is Joe Fritz. Shortstop, Chris Ciavato. And at third, Doug Rubino. As mentioned earlier, the catcher is Lou Marchetti. And on the mound, T.J. Gormley. They're going to work a play to second base. The shortstop, Ciavato, peeled off, and Fritz tried to sneak in. Morris aware. Andrews was 0 for 4 in the semifinals. A good hitter, though. Takes, and now Marchetti. The very strong throw to second, a little high and a little late. Never going to have an appeal. Down to Pete DeUlius at third base. He indicates that no swing for Andrews, no bunt attempt rather. One and one to Ryan Andrews. Once again, Gormley with the wheel. No deal. One again, Marchetti gets it. The sliding catch by Marchetti on the bunt attempt. Ryan Andrews retired, fails to get the runner over. That'll bring us to Chris Heck. Gormley trying to get out of the jam. Breaking pitch, the curve, back up off the screen. 0-1 to Chris Heck. Also one of the better hitters in the Catholic League, was 2 for 3 in the semifinals with a home run, 2 RBIs. The MVP of the Northern Division, Chris Heck. Swinging. Good heat. 0-2. Big crowd on hand. Just outside. Good spot. 1-2. Falcons last won the championship in 1986, defeating Neumann 13-7. Takes a ball high. Neumann has not won the championship since 1960. 4 appearances in the title game since then, 67, 86, 88, and just 2 years ago, 93. Hard ground ball by Richie White and down the right field line. Heck's going to go to second. Morris scores easily, and the Falcons on the RBI double by Chris Heck take a 1-0 lead. The unearned run. Morris had been given life on the error. Mark Duffy, junior third baseman, cleanup hitter. Runner again in scoring position. Strike called. Gormley made a good pitch there on Heck, but he got around on it, kept it just inside the line. Richie White unable to get over. 1-0 Falcons. The 0-1 to Duffy. Chopped foul. Looked like a changeup, maybe a little bit off speed. It's outside. Slider maybe. Duffy going to sit down. 2 away. We have the courtesy runner in the Catholic League for the pitcher and catcher with 2 outs. Chris Ox running at second base for Chris Heck. Chris Ox. Batting fifth is Kevin Shaholsky, junior first baseman. Also a power hitter. Breaking pitch is up, ball 1.
Chris Oaks now running at second base for Chris Heck.
Foul back and over the screen. 1-1 to Shaholsky. Gormley trying to see his way out of the inning. Fastball's up, 2-1. Shaholsky was 0 for 4 in the semifinals, did score a run. Curveball. Down to second base, Marchetti with the throw. Not in time to catch Ox. 2-2 to Shaholsky. On deck is Brad Clark. Bottom of the first. North leads it 1-0. Inside. Just a little bit. Gormley, good smoke here in the early going. Uses his legs, comes down off the mound, throwing hard. High, pounded to Ciavato. Not going to be able to get him. The throw is high, pulls White off the base. He did well just to keep it from going through, and a run would have scored. First and third with 2 out. Ox at third and Shaholsky at first. Brad Clark standing in, senior right fielder. Number 59. I don't know where North gets some of these numbers. Got 55, 58, 59. Fastball just a little bit up. 1-0. Shaholsky, not real fast, but we might see a play here at some point. Try to draw a throw from Marchetti. He runs, and no throw. So they give Shaholsky the stolen base. 2 runners now in scoring position. Ox clapping his hands, dancing off third base, trying to upset Gormley. Fastball is up. 2-1. Gormley from the windup. Swung late on that one. Just a little bit up. That's been Gormley's problem so far with the fastball, leaving it a shade high. Not real wild, but just enough to keep him from getting some key strikes. Foul off. Stays 2-2. Hard. Stopped at third by Rubino. Now he's trying to run down Shaholski. And throws it too late. Doug Rubino made a nice stop with a hard ground ball. And saw Shaholski only about 10 feet away. Decided to try to go for him. And for some reason did not toss the ball until very late. And getting back to second is Shaholski. At first base with the RBI on a fielder's choice is Brad Clark. And it's 2-0 Falcons. Now we have Pat Murphy, the junior shortstop. Takes a slider high for a ball. One on one. Both of these runs are unearned. 2-1. Fastball. 2-2. Softly to first. Richie White gobbles and touches it up. That'll end the inning. However, North on only one hit, an RBI double by Chris Heck, nevertheless scores 2 runs, and after one full, it's 2-0 Falcons. Top of the second inning, it'll be Tom Anastasi to lead things off for Neumann. On the lines for the Buccos at first base is Dante Kosha. Tom Anastasi, junior right fielder, takes a strike on the curve, and at third, giving the signs, the manager, head coach Bob Santor. Fastball up. 1-1. Tom will be followed by Richie White and Rocky DeMeo. Strike called. 1-2. Inside as Anastasi dances. Chris Heck. That's way up. Full count to Tom Anastasi. One away on the swing. Richie White, junior first baseman, wears number 11. Heck throwing well today. It's hard to believe, but he looks like he's throwing even a shade faster than he did on Saturday. Gets away from Pat Manning. 1-1 to Richie White. On deck is Rocky DeMeo. Curveball. Duffy dives, can't smother. So Richie White on the curveball hammers it into left field for a single. He's a one-out runner at first base. Rocky DeMeo, senior center fielder, number 10. White, not much of a threat to run, but he has to get off the base now. Fly ball to center field. Pat Morris, and White trots back to first. 2 away.
Number 34.
T.J. Gormley, the pitcher, standing in the 8-hole. 2 away. White still on first. Gormley did not play the other day in the semifinals. It'll be his first at bat of the playoffs. Fastball at the knees, maybe a shade lower. Called a strike. 0-1. On deck, the only sophomore in the game, Joe Fritz, second baseman. Fouled. Up and over North's dugout. Chopped and back. Strike 3 called. Right down the pipe. Gormley knew it, walks away. Chris Heck, a strong inning with 2 strikeouts. And after 1.5, the score remains North 2, Neumann, no score.
One of the 2, I'm just not sure yet.
Pat Manning, catcher, leads things off in the second for North. He's a senior, number 25. Takes the ball in the dirt. Manning will be followed by Joe Dugan, the second baseman, then back to the top of the order for Pat Morris. Pass the third baseman to Ciavato. Got him. Doug Rubino unable to cut it off. Ciavato makes the play. Joe Dugan. Strike called. 0-1 to him. One and one. Gormley needs an inning to settle himself. Did not pitch badly in the first, but the leadoff error put him in a hole and eventually gave up 2 runs. Ripped but foul. Whoa, that almost hit a few people. 1-2. Two to Joe Dugan. One of 4 juniors in the lineup for the Falcons. Mark Duffy, Kevin Shaholski, Pat Murphy, the 3 others. A little bit low. Full count. To second baseman Joe Fritz. 2 away. Pat Morris, top of the order, reached on an error and scored in the first. Fouls that one back off the screen. 0-1. Up over us. 0-2, Gormley to Morris. Good let up, just a bit outside. Shade off speed with the fastball. Not really a changeup, but just enough to give him a different look. Fly ball, right field. Enough room, although it carried. Tom Anastasi makes the catch. A 1-2-3 inning for T.J. Gormley as he gets back on track. After 2 full, North retains the lead, 2-0. Top of the third, it'll be Joe Fritz, sophomore second baseman, number 29. He'll be followed by Jason Guerrera and Chris Ciavato. Strike called on the fastball. Heck has allowed 2 hits thus far, double on the first, single on the second, 2 strikeouts. Fouled again hard to the right side. That means they're getting around late. Chopped. Dugan. Nice play, Joe Dugan. Not the quickest athlete on the field, but chugged hard to his right, made the stop, set himself, and retired Fritz at first base. 1 away. Jason Guerrera, 1 for 1, had a ground rule double to right field in the first. Takes a ball down and in. 1-0. Foul back up and over the screen. 1-1. Ripped through the box and into center field. So Jason Guerrera, good contact. 2 at-bats running. Gets a 1-out single. He'll bear watching. Good speed there, Jason Guerrera. Chris Ciavato, the shortstop. 0 for 1, he popped out the left field. Guerrera, the good lead. He was going back on that one, though, as Heck delivered, unable to read his delivery yet. 1-0. Guerrera had 1 foot out beyond the cutout rather. Again, he's going back with good reason as Heck makes a move in that direction. Chris Ciavato. Lou Marchetti on deck. Again, a move. Guerrera had to dive that time. Again, Guerrera was leaning back towards first, so unable to read the move yet. 2-0 to Ciavato. That's up. Ciavato, the ultra small strike zone. Heck unable to find it as yet, and it's 3-0. There's a strike. Ciavato, all kinds of room to shoot for. Shaholski holding on the runner, of course, and second baseman Joe Dugan shading very much the second base bag. Strike called again. It's full. If he could turn on one here, he might get a triple out of it. A little bit wide at first. The throw by Heck. Brad Clark, the right fielder, pulled way over towards the right center gap. Foul back. Strike three called. Ciavato. Guilty of looking. No doubt about that one. 2 away. Lou Marchetti. Grounded out. Short the first, his first trip. Earlier this year, he had a stretch of 3 games in which he collected 17 RBIs, including 9 in one game. Lou Marchetti, 1-0. Breaking pitch he took. Guerrera still at first base, kind of surprising. Thought he would be gone by now. Extends that lead. We'll try to notice this time whether or not he's still going back. Can't quite read the delivery from Heck. Very hard to get a jump when you're going back to first base. Two and 0. Marchetti will be looking for something to jump on here. Let's see if Heck gives in to him. Steps off. Second base, Dugan throws it into the dugout. Very easy play. However, Joe Dugan just threw it away. That's all you can say. Marchetti not a fast runner. There was no pressure there. And that puts runners at second and third at third base. Jason Guerrera. And at second, Lou Marchetti. Now Pete Manaloni, the North coach, is going to make a visit to the mound. At second base, the 2-out runner for Neumann is number 36, Chris Barrett. He's a senior. Running for Marchetti with 2 out. Doug Rubino. 0 for 1, grounded out the third. Chance for 2 RBIs, chance to tie the ball game. Strike called on the curveball. Chopped off his foot and foul. 0-2. 0-2. Heck with a decision. Go for the strikeout or throwaways pitch. Goes for the strikeout. Rubino fights it off, dumps it into center field. So the fastball by Heck off the fist by Rubino. That's a 2-run single. Jason Guerrera at 21. Chris Barrett, the courtesy runner, 36. We're tied at 2. Both of those runs are unearned due to the error. Neumann not about to give them back. 2-2. Tom Anastasi steps in. Fastball up and away. 1-0. So Heck indeed tried to go for the strikeout on the 0-2. Rubino didn't crush it, but got it into center field. 2 runs in. Strike called. Anastasi was jumping out of the way. Very close to the plate in his stance, though, so you can see his. Oh, now he just backed up a shade, but he was a little closer. Curveball. 2-1. There goes Rubino. Strike called. 2-2. And Rubino gets the stolen base. Tom Anastasi. That's up. We're full. Heck throwing a lot of pitches again, as he did on Saturday. Kevin Shaholsky would be the next pitcher into the game for the Falcons, if needed. Ball 4. Down, maybe in. Anastasi does his job, reaches first by way of the walk. Richie White now will be batting. First and second, 2 away, 2-2 the score. Heck teetering just a little. It's a ball high. The 1-0. Foul back. You might have heard the grunt from Richie White as he tried to power that ball into a gap somewhere. Best ball. 1-2. Downstairs. 2-2. A lot of emotion in the Neumann dugout. Ground ball to Murphy. Over to Dugan at second base. The fielder's choice for Richie White. That does retire the side. And after 2.5, we're tied at 2.
Now batting for the North Catholic, Ryan Andrews, number 55.
Bottom of the third, it's Ryan Andrews. 0 for 1 in the first inning. He popped up a bunt foul that Lou Marchetti made a skidding catch on. T.J. Gormley has allowed just the 1 hit so far, the double for an RBI by Heck. 1 strikeout. 1-1 to Ryan Andrews. Curveball. Where was that? Ball 2. Swinging. Ryan Andrews, ordinarily a good hitter. A little bit of a funk. Downstairs. Full count. Ball 4. Ryan Andrews works the walk. He's the leadoff runner at first base. Chris Heck, 1 for 1, had an RBI double in the first. Token move to first base. Gormley to Richie White. That's a ball low. Again, that's low, 2-0. Heck in his last at bat. Shot one past White to the line side. This time White on the bag. Off speed. Nice arm action there by Gormley. Looks like a fastball. Bottom drops out. Fly ball, left field side, tight to the line, and falls without being caught. Two and two. Andrews still holding it first. Not much of a lead. Off speed again. Fouled. Wind is blowing towards right field. At least at the moment, it's 321 down the right field line. Full count. Curve. Could be a double play. No. Ciavato again pulls the string on a throw, throws it away. Chris Heck lines out for one down. That'll put Ryan Andrews all the way to third base on the overthrow from the field.
The third baseman, number 35, Mark Duffy.
Mark Duffy, the third baseman. Ryan Andrews, 90 feet away, looking to put North ahead. Grounder, Ciavato can't get it home to first base, a little bit high. Richie White holds. I think Richie thought 3 outs had been made. It's only 2. Duffy gets the run home, scoring Ryan Andrews. 3-2 Falcons. Kevin Shaholski takes the ball 1. On the lines for North at first base, the coach is Jim Brady. And at third, the head coach, Pete Mataloni. Strike called. Got a lot of camera people on the way here. Bear with us. Might have seen a red hat at least. Somewhere out there is Pete Mataloni. Curveball taken for a ball. 2-1 to Kevin Shaholski. He reached on an error. First inning. Whoa. Unprepared for that one. He just waved at it. That's downstairs. Grounder. It'll be Ciavato again. And unable to make the play. That would have been an almost impossible play to make. Scored out a base hit for Kevin Shaholski. He's a 2-out runner at first base.
Brad Clark.
Right fielder Brad Clark. Fly ball, center field. DeMayo. That's the inning. Another run on the board for the Falcons of the unearned variety. 3 full. Score, North 3, Neumann 2. Top of the 4th, Rocky DeMayo in the 7 hole. He's 0 for 1, flied out to center. 1-0. TJ Gormley on deck. He'll be followed by Joe Fritz. Neumann down 1, 3-2. Up the middle. It's going to be tough to throw him out. Can't do it. DeMayo, good speed. That's an infield single. Pat Murphy unable to get it over there in time. Not hit hard, but he's on base. Here's Gormley, 0 for 1, struck out looking. He bunts. It's going to be a good one. Manning to Dugan covering the second baseman. T.J. Gormley, the nice bunt sacrifice, does his job, gets DeMayo into scoring position at second base. Joe Fritz, 0 for 1, grounded out to second. The fastball's high, 1-0. Jason Guerrero on deck. It's been the most productive Neumann hitter so far. Heck fakes the throw. We're in the visiting fourth. It's 3-2 North. Fouled. First base side. One and one. Again, fouled up and back. Rocky DeMayo at second, not getting much of a lead. They've had trouble reading Heck's delivery all day, and DeMayo still very close to the bag. And the fastball is taken up by Fritz.
Style.
2-2 to Fritz. Strike three called. Inside corner. That takes care of him. Guerrero, 2 for 2. A double in the first, a single in the third. Chance for an RBI at second base. Chris Heck delivers. Almost hit him in the right knee. 1-0. Fly ball, left field. Ryan Andrews. No problem. That'll end the inning. Nothing for Neumann after 3.5. North leads it 3-2. Bottom of the fourth, 7-8-9 for the Falcons. Pat Murphy takes a strike. He'll be followed by Pat Manning and Joe Dugan. Murphy 0 for 1, grounded out to first baseman Richie White to end the first inning. Low and away. Gormley working on a two-hitter. Good block by Marchetti. Two and two, fastball, swinging. Pat Manning, the catcher, 0 for 1, grounded out to Ciavato. That's outside, 1-0. Gormley, a fast worker, especially with no one on base. He's ready to throw it again. A little bit low, 2-0. To Ciavato. Back on the beam. The throw is true. 2 gone. Joe Dugan, number 9 hitter, 0 for 1. 1-0. Dugan grounded out to the second baseman, Fritz. Good pitch there. 1-1. On deck is Pat Morris. A little bit low. 3-1. To Fritz. It's going to be a tough play. Can't make it. Fritz momentarily bobbled the ball. Likely will be scored an error. Pat Morris, the leadoff batter. 0 for 2, did reach on an error, did score the first run of the game. Check swing, couldn't hold up and fouls it off. 3 straight left-handers at the top of the order for North. Morris, Andrews, Heck. Morris to center field. DeMayo can't get it. It squirts away. DeMayo recovers, and over to third base goes Joe Dugan. So DeMayo came in hard. The wind was pushing it down. Couldn't quite get there in time, and Morris has a single.
Ryan Andrews now the batter, the left fielder.
Ryan Andrews. First and third, 2 away. Has the hole to shoot for on the right side. And Gormley with the token fake towards third base. Richie White holding on Morris, who is a threat to go. And he does. Andrews shoots it down the right field line, but it's going to be foul. Hit well, one bounce over the fence, but foul. Long strike. Andrews will try it again. Again, the fake look to third. Try to catch them napping at first. Nothing doing. Here goes Morris, and he stopped between first and second trying to draw a throw. Marchetti having none of it, so they give up the stolen base. Runners at second and third. Now from the windup, Gormley. Might have been a knuckleball or just a curveball that got away. Very little spin. Chopped. Foul for the moment, and it stays there. Again, we'll mention a very strong wind blowing pretty much to dead right field. Strike 3 at the knees. Andrews gave the umpire, Tom Scartosi, the look when the pitch came in as if that might have been it. I hope you don't call it, but it was. He goes looking at the end of 4 full, 3-2 North. Top of the 5th, Chris Ciavato, 0 for 2. Popped out to left and struck out looking. 1-0. Chris Heck has allowed 5 hits, working on 3 days rest. 2-0. 2-3-4. Marchetti and Rubino to follow. Not real close yet on those 3 pitches. 3-0. He'll be taking at least one. Way up. A 4-pitch walk for Ciavato. He hustles down to first. Lou Marchetti, 0 for 2, grounded to short and hit a ball to second baseman Joe Dugan, on which an error was committed. Ciavato, a good lead at first. Also heading back though. No one able to read the delivery of Chris Heck yet. One and 0. It's 1-1. Tough pitch to hit. Marchetti let it go. Curveball to Dugan. They're going to get one. And Murphy tried to get a double play. No real shot at it. So Joe Dugan over to Murphy for the force. That retires Ciavato, and at first base, Lou Marchetti. 1 for 2. 2-run single. Last at bat. Rubino got an 0-2 fastball from Heck and dumped it into center field. Fastball there. No success. 0-1. Curveball ripped inside Duffy down the left field line. That's going all the way to the corner. Marchetti not real fast, so he settles for getting into third. Doug Rubino with the double. Second and third with one away. Tom Anastasi, 0 for 1 with a walk. Heck in trouble. The Falcons now tight at the corners and halfway or even a little bit more in the middle infield. Ball 1. Fifth inning. You have to think about a squeeze. Anastasi, reasonably good hitter. You have to think about giving him a chance to get them home with a swing. One and 1. Grounder, Heck. Over to Shaholski. Marchetti was down the line just a little bit. Heck thought about trying to get him involved in a rundown. Instead, settled for the out at first. Marchetti could go nowhere, and it's 2 away. Now it's up to Richie White. 1 for 2, a single and a fielder's choice. Heck winding up. Strike called. At third base now, we have the courtesy runner that was used earlier this game. Chris Barrett, there you see Chris. 2-out courtesy runner for the catcher, rather, Lou Marchetti. Fouled back. See what he goes. Manning sets up a glove high, wanted a high waist pitch. Instead it came in low. 1-2. Heck again. Yes. Strike 3 called. Top part of the strike zone. White unable to pull the trigger. Chris Heck greeted by his teammates. He's through the 5th inning. 4.5 played. 3-2 North. Chris Heck to lead things off for North. Bottom of the 5th inning. Gormley, the good pitch on the outside corner, fastball, taken for a strike. Heck 1 for 2. RBI double in the 1st. Lined out to shortstop Chris Ciavato in the 3rd. Swinging. In a way, that line drive proved to be a bad play for Neumann. Although they got the out, Ciavato threw the ball past Richie White in an attempt for a double play. That enabled Ryan Andrews to go to 3rd, and he scored on a ground out. That's the decisive run at the moment. Nice off-speed pitch. Heck goes down swinging. 1 away.
Now batting, Mark Duffy, number 35, third baseman.
Mark Duffy, junior third baseman, 0 for 2, does have the go-ahead RBI on the ground out to shortstop. Swinging, strike 1. Curve, he held. 1-1. Just missed. 2-1. Gormley works fast, real good control, has only walked 1 all game. Three and 1 now. Hard to the right side. Fritz can't smother it, and it squirts into right field. So Mark Duffy on first base. That'll probably be ruled a hit. Kevin Shaholski. Grounder. Rubino with the leap, can't get it. Duffy's going to go all the way to 3rd as it was unguarded for the moment. And now he's coming home. Jason Guerrera threw the ball into Newman's dugout in an attempt to get Duffy. That gives North a 4th run. So it's a single for Shaholski. Then the error allows the runner Duffy to score, and at third base is Shaholski. Brad Clark, the right fielder. Ripped into right field and through. Kevin Shaholski scores. You see the emotion, the Falcons. 5-2 now. Brad Clark at first base with the RBI single on the hard line drive. Pat Murphy, the shortstop. He's bunting. He might get a hit out of it. Gormley, though, won it quickly. Safe. just a little bit late. Gormley got there in a hurry, but took a shade longer maybe than necessary to get rid of it. Wanted to make sure of his throw, and it's a bunt single for Pat Murphy. Pat Manning now, 1 away, 2 in, 2 on, first and second. Manning 0 for 2. 5-2 is the score. Strike one on the curve. Gormley has to battle here. Hard and through on the left side. Base hit. Here comes Clark. The relay from Rubino. Marchetti, nice play. He holds it despite the contact. Guerrera to Rubino to Marchetti. Not a law firm. Gets the out at the plate. Joe Dugan takes a fastball high. At first base now we have another courtesy runner for the catcher, Pat Manning. Is Ryan Burke running at first. Runners remain at first and second. 2 away. Marchetti trying to catch Murphy at second. Fastball up to Dugan. Number 9 hitter, 0 for 2. Reached on an error last time. Upstairs again. Ball 4 to Dugan, so the bases are loaded now. There you see it. We are going to have a change. T.J. Gormley is going to leave after going 4 2/3. Doug Rubino will move in from third base to pitch. He was the starting pitcher, went the distance Saturday in the semifinals. Ready to resume? T.J. Gormley, the pitcher, has moved to third base. Moving from third to the mound, you see Doug Rubino facing quite a jam. 2 are out, however. Bases are loaded, 2 runs already in. North looking to blow this game open. It's 5-2. First pitch way up. Ball 1. Swinging strike. Rubino's 1-1 pitch to Morris. The fastball again is up. Maybe he's not quite loose. Spent the whole game at third base. Comes in, gets some warm-up pitches, then has to throw strikes with the bases loaded. Not an easy assignment. Lifted. That's right back near us. Marchetti doesn't get it. It falls. Foul. The wind really took that ball back towards the line. At one time, it was within about 5 feet of our vantage point here. Rubino never went for it. And luckily for Neumann, it falls foul. Two-two to Morris. Foul back. North got 5 straight singles this inning, then the walk. Gormley was lifted. Now it's Rubino. 2-2. Pop up. Shortstop, Ciavato. The catch. So the threat is over. Productive inning for North. 2 runs are in. And we're through 5 full. It's 5-2. Falcons. Top of the 6th. Neumann, 6 more outs. Needs 3 runs. DeMayo, the center fielder, leads it off, takes the ball 1. He'll be followed by Gormley and Joe Fritz. DeMayo 1 for 2. Had a single last time, flied out to center earlier. 1-1. Pop up. It's going to be shallow right field. Making the call is Brad Clark. 1 down. Gormley 0 for 1 with a sacrifice. Neumann has to get the meat of the order back up here. Strike called. It's 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. Heck has allowed 6 hits. Chopper to Dugan. Comes in just a little. 2 away. Dugan to Shaholski. Joe Fritz, 0 for 2. Grounded out and struck out looking. He's ahead in the count, 1-0. Both of the runs for Neumann unearned. They came in the 3rd inning on the 2-run single to center by Doug Rubino. 1-1 to Fritz. Right field. Right to Clark. The line drive. Good contact by Fritz. Doesn't matter. We're through 5.5. North 5, Neumann 2. Defensive change for Neumann. Now playing left field is Chris Barrett. And the left fielder has now moved to 3rd base. That's Jason Guerrera. Now at 3rd, Chris Barrett in left. Bottom of the 6th, Ryan Andrews. 0 for 2 with a walk. Scored the go-ahead run. Flies to right. Carrying. Anastasi with the catch. Chris Heck, 1 for 3. An RBI double, lined out the short, and struck out. Doug Rubino, in his 2nd inning of work, just 1/3 to finish the 5th. Foul back off the screen. That's down, 2-1. Low again, 3-1. North looking for a 1-out runner. Wouldn't mind scoring a few more. It's 5-2. Rubino will have to come in here. And it's ripped through the middle. So that's the 2nd hit of the game for Chris Heck. Makes him 2 for 4. He's a 1-out runner at first base. Mark Duffy 1 for 3, has an RBI as well as an infield single. That got things started in the 5th inning. Ball 1 to Duffy. Moved by Rubino over to first base. Heck going nowhere. Popped up. Second baseman Fritz. That's 2 away.
Chris Oates replaces Chris Heck at first base.
Again at first base we have the courtesy runner with 2 outs, Chris Ox. Kevin Shaholsky now. 2 for 3, reached on an error, an infield single, and another single. The move to first. Shaholsky's last single became a big play when the try at third base was thrown away. Enabled Duffy to score. Rubino trying to close out the Falcons. A little bit low. Grounder, third, and pass down the line. Going to third base is Ox, the 2-out runner, and he's in. And into second base with the double is Kevin Shaholsky. Second and third, Brad Clark. 1 for 3. Reached on a fielder's choice, also had an RBI single. 2 runs in scoring position. Foul back. Rubino shakes off. 1-1. Rubino doing a lot of adjusting in his glove. We'll see what that means. Curveball. Swinging. One and 2 to Clark. Up and in. 2-2, Brad Clark. Again, a lot of adjusting. Probably means the curveball. Still adjusting there. Unless it's a smoke screen. No, there it is. It's bounced. Marchetti with a nice stop. Fastball inside. Brad Clark draws the walk. Base is loaded. North with a chance to break the game open even more.
Breaks the bat now, the shortstop, number 39, Pat Murphy.
Pat Murphy. A little bit low. Ball 1. No place to put him, of course. Murphy 1 for 3, grounded out, struck out, and got a bunt single last trip in the middle of that 2-run 5th. 2-0. There's a strike. 2-1. Murphy taking all the way. Rubino from the windup. There's a strike called. Might have been a little bit high. Tom Scartozzi calls it a strike. Overall, he's done a tremendous job today. Foul back. Murphy still alive. 2-2. Rubino again. Strike 3 called. On the outside corner. Murphy, after fighting Rubino off, stands there, looks at a third strike. And Rubino gets his team out of a big jam. Bases loaded with 2 away. We're through 6, heading for the top of the 7th. 5-2.
Now for the Pirates, number 21, Jason Guerrera.
Here we go, top of the 7th. Last chance for the Pirates. Jason Guerrera, the leadoff batter. He's 2 for 3, a double, single, fly to left field. Unadvised swing there on a high fastball. 0-1 to Guerrera. Guerrera, Ciavato, and Marchetti for Neumann. Chris Heck. Again, a high fastball Guerrera offers. 0-2. North looking for its first championship since 1986. The Falcons have not been in the playoffs since 1989. Foul back, Guerrera still alive. There's the high waist pitch. 1-2. Neumann needs 3. Pops it up. That's going to be tight. Wind blows it back in. Kevin Shaholski with the catch. It looked originally like it might go out of play. Instead, Shaholski catches it near the coach's box. 1 away. Chris Ciavato, 0 for 2 with a walk. Fastball. He's got to be patient. He has the small strike zone. Neumann needs base runners. He walked the last time. 1-0. 2-0. Chris Heck trying to wrap it up. He pitched all 7 Saturday through 154 pitches. Trying to finish it today. 3 days rest. Outside. 3-0. Way up. So Ciavato again proves difficult to pitch to. Shows the patience, draws the walk.
Batting now the catcher, number 42, Lou Marchetti.
Lou Marchetti, 0 for 3, reached on an error, scored a run. Ciavato, they're not holding him on. His run means nothing at the moment. Oh and 1. Down the right field line, it's going foul. Hit well, hit the fence on one short bounce. a long strike. 0-2. Marchetti against Heck. Inside, did it hit him? I think it did, yes. There you see it, the sign from Tom Scartozzi pointing to first base. So again, an 0-2 pitch comes back to affect Heck negatively. Hits Lou Marchetti. Doug Rubino will step in. He's 2 for 3, a 2-run single and a double. The tying run has come to the plate. Little by little, the drama starting to build. Inside, almost hit Rubino. Chris Heck momentarily loses the strike zone. Walked Ciavato. Hit Lou Marchetti after the count was 0-2. 1-0 now. Foul back. Rubino being aggressive, fouled it back, swings again, and that's up and over North's dugout.
The announcer's car just got banged.
One and two. Hanging tough, Doug Rubino will not go easily. Foul ball, 4 in a row. We'll try it again. It's 1-2. Fastball, foul number 5. Five consecutive foul balls, all in fastballs, we're pretty sure. Heck now comes with fastball number 6. What an at bat. Again, fastball, it's up. So Rubino hits 6 foul balls in a row, finally takes the high fastball. Now it's 2-2. We have a balk, I think. Let's see. Yes. Chris Heck has been called for a balk by the plate umpire, Tom Scartozzi. I'm not sure what he did. Anyway, the runners have moved up. Marchetti to second. Ciavato to third. 2-2 is the count. Fastball again, fouled back. 7 foul balls in the at-bat. Two and two. Shook it off that time. Fastball again, he came in with it. Rubino slugs it to center field. 1 run scores. They're not going to take a chance with Marchetti. What an at-bat by Doug Rubino. 7 foul balls altogether. I think Pat Manning had signaled for a breaking pitch there. Heck shook him off, threw the fastball. Rubino lined it into center field for an RBI single. Tom Anastasi. Now the tying run is on first base. Doug Rubino. We'll see if he goes at some point. 1 away. Anastasi 0 for 2 with a walk. Heck steps off, wants to see the signals again from Manning. Swinging on the fastball. Now Pat Manning holding his left elbow. What happened there? Neumann yelling for catcher's interference. On the follow-through, Scartosi indicating that Anastasi's bat hit Pat Manning on the left elbow. Bob Santora, the Neumann coach, coming in for a little conference with his hitter, Tom Anastasi. Five to 3. North clinging. Anastasi holds. One and one. Richie White on deck. That's up. 2-1. Kevin Shaholski at first base would be the relief pitcher. Of course, he'd be coming in cold. No chance to warm up ahead of time, just the warm-up pitches you get from the mound. Chris Heck scrambling. Strike called. 2-2. Rubino has given no indication that he wants to run from first. Fouled off, out of play. First base side, way out of play. 2-2, again. Pops it up. Heck retreating, everyone coming. It's Shaholski, the first baseman. 4 people in the area. Shaholski ran over from first and made the catch. 2 down. Two out courtesy runner for Rubino is Tom Pancella at first base. Tom Pancella running for Rubino. Now, what do you do if you're Bob Santor? You're down 2. Runners at first and third. Do you try to steal the base, risk ending the game on a caught stealing? Pancella again fooled by the delivery like everyone else. Back to first base. Chris Heck, 1-0, the count. Swinging way late on that fastball. North Catholic, 2 strikes from the championship. Strike called at the knees. 1-2. This could be it. Pancella still at first base. North's fans ready to rush onto the field. Fastball up. 2-2. Here we go again. Strike 3 called. Down the heart. Chris Heck throws his glove about 25 feet in the air. Disappears under an avalanche. There might be dead bodies under there. North Catholic wins the championship. Chris Heck fires the 2-2 pitch past Rich White for a called third strike. That'll end it. The Falcons are the champions. 1995 Catholic League. The final score, North 5, Neumann 3. There you see it as the celebration continues. What a performance by Chris Heck. On 3 days rest, had thrown 154 pitches in the semifinals, goes the distance, ends it with a strikeout. North is your champion.
At this time, we'd like a presentation now. Joe Parisi of LaSalle High School.
Time after time. no crime and bad mistakes. I've made a few. I've had my share of bad kicks in my face, but I've come through. Gonna be to go on, on. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions. We are the champions. No time for losers, 'cause we are the champions of the world. I've taken my bows, my curtain calls, from fame and fortune and everything that goes. Thank you all, but it's been no bed of roses, no pleasure cruise. I consider it a challenge.
And here it is, the Philadelphia Catholic League Championship. Chris Heck pitching the ninth, and it's a heck of a pitch. He gets the final out, and the celebration begins for North Catholic as they won today 5-3. The Falcons are flying high this Wednesday, #1 team in the Philadelphia Catholic League. How about Game 1 NBA Finals? Orlando was winning by 20.
Afternoon, LaSalle University hosting the Catholic League Baseball Championship. North Catholic versus St. John Neumann. Bottom of the first, the Falcons at the plate. And they hop right on top as Chris Heck doubles just inside that right field line. It's 2-0. The North leading it after one. Heck, the Northern Division MVP, headed for St. Joe's, where he hopes to major in pre-med, strikes out 6 as the Falcons hold off the Pirates 5-3 and win the Catholic League Championship. And something tells me that celebration's probably still going on.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that reminds you of something. Didn't Heck's father strike you out about 40 years ago in the same game?
Chris will tell the truth later. It was great. I sat with his dad the whole game. His dad had a better curveball, but Chris was a whole lot more poised on the mound than his dad was on the sideline.
Did he strike you out, Carl? You're neglecting to answer my
Chris,
question.
call after the show.
All right.
All right, Phyllis, let's go to Frank now. He's on the road in Wayne.
For the whole human race, and I ain't gonna lose. We are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. We are the champions.
what you are, there's an answer. If you reach into your soul, and the sorrow that you know will melt away, and then a hero comes along with the strength to carry on, and you cast your fears aside, and you know you can survive. So when you feel like hope is gone, look inside you and be strong, and you'll finally see the truth that a hero